friends, how's everyone doing today? I have a couple of book page bundles to share with you. Yeah, I had a couple in my shop and they've both sold, so got a couple more ready. So I'm going to show you one like detailed description, and then we'll like zip through the second one just so you can see any differences. Actually, let's do this one. They are both different. I did them at totally different times, so I didn't do them both together. So they're going to be different. But although I take the pages from my book page stash, and so yeah, there's going to be some that, of course, that are the same. Just you'll see. So I have the number 104 on both of these. So the goal is 100 pages, and then if I put a few extra, that's what will be in here. I usually just put a few extra anyway, in case I counted wrong, in case I counted 99 or 98 or something. In case I counted 100 and there's actually 98, and so I add a few more just to make sure. So let's flip through this one. So these are vintage, and if there's one that I think's not vintage in here, like there's a magazine page in here, that's not vintage. So there might be that might be the only one that's not vintage in here, but otherwise, there's things like this. This is the starting pages here, a children's book. And some of them are vintage and some of them are very vintage. So you'll see as we flip through. But Chicken Little, story of Chicken Little there. And then I've been putting these dictionary pages in here, different sizes. So those are fun. And they're all vintage. So we start with the little ones. There's some bigger ones in the back that we'll run into in a minute. But we start off here with these little different size ones. I just thought whenever I was, finding these dictionaries at thrift stores, that these little ones were just so cute. And they came out, like this one came out with these still together. So I just put that, whatever was in there, 8 pages. And so each one of these does count as a page, like 1, 2, like that. So as you flip them, I don't count both sides as it is like 1, 2, like, I don't count 1, 2, I count 1, just to be clear of how I'm counting them, in case you want to count them when you get them. Hopefully, you trust me and you're not going to count them, but whatever, you can count them if you want. So next size up, well, this is not a dictionary, this is a word book, and I like those too. I just like the the text and the words, and they're just fun to say, make this into a journaling card, and maybe back with some cardstock and decorate the front, add a tab or something. So those are just fun to papercraft with. This is a spelling dictionary. It says here, this is the title page of this one. Actually, there's 2 title pages. This has the year in it, 1986. So here's the words here. And just remember, these are used books that I've found at thrift stores, so they might not be perfect. Like these have the corners folded. So, they are far from perfect, although I think they're in very good shape. So here's the next size up dictionary, a couple of those pages. And see, they still have the strings on there from where I took them out of the book, but you can remove that, you can cut them apart, you can do whatever you want. That's what it's all about. And then here's some coin book pages. I think this one was, I don't know, I had it in my head for a while. Was it 1945 or 1958? Something like that. And then this, I believe, is, well, this is a children's book, as you can see. And this looks like it was a reader here. But don't you love those bright colors in those pictures there? And see, it's kind of grungy. There's the holes where these really old books, they're stapled in, they're sewn in with thick, almost like a rope instead of a string. They look more like a rope, but that's the hole. So you can cut that off, or maybe you just want to cut out the picture, things like that. So here's another. This might be from the same book. Just love those bright pictures. This is a poem book, and these pages are fun because besides the fact that they're poems. See, there's a little check mark there. Somebody wrote on there, "Little Boy Blue." That must have been somebody's favorite. Anyway, the page size is cool on these 2 long, narrow pages there. And then this is another page, like another, it says Treasury of Verse, so another, you know, you can see the page sizes are different here, another poem book. And then this was from a vintage math book. So same deal, tied together with ropes. See, there's the math division. And here's the magazine page that is not vintage. This might be the only thing that's not vintage. Here's a cookbook divider from Better Homes and Gardens, and that is vintage. You know, all my Better Homes and Gardens are vintage that I have ever, I think, I don't think I've ever bought one that wasn't vintage, but this is like a children's encyclopedia page here. Several of those. I have lots of those, so, and I love those books too, and the pages and the colors and everything. So, phone book. I like this phone book because of the size. It's not huge, and they have 4 different colors of pages in there. The yellow, this is a white. It's kind of almost an off-white, you know, kind of like not stark white. Then the blue and the green. So those are all from the phone book that I have. This is another dictionary. See, this is a bigger one. Really nice big pages. There's a little picture there. Little pictures back here. So those are cool. Craft book. So several pages from a craft book here. Maracas. Different crafts there. Birds. Bird book. There's the holes where I took it out of the book. I didn't cut those off, so you can, maybe you want to leave them, or maybe you want to cut them off. I don't know. This is some type of science, or, oh, it's about birds. This one's about birds too. Okay. It just said something about chewing, but it's about birds. There's the birds. Birds. Oh, that's all about the egg there. How the bird has an egg. That would be interesting to read. Anyway, this is a science book here. Wind over the water type book. Hot air balloon. A children's storybook, it looks like. And this is another book, a children's book. That's a pretty background color on that page. This is from a doll book, and I had gotten some of these pages ready to put into a journal, and then they were extra. I didn't end up using them, so they have masking tape right here on just one side, putting 2 pages together, but you can always either use that, cut it off, whatever you want to do. But that is from a doll book. You know how to make dolls. This is from a program from a high school. So you've got people, black and white, pictures, fun. And then you've got advertisements here. And there's JCPenney, advertisement here and here. A little coupon, Hardee's. Coupon expired in, it's good through December 31, 1989. So pretty old for a program. And this is another children's book with pretty pictures. And another children's book. This one looks more like encyclopedia. Birds and things. This is, I think, science again. Why is air important? I think those pages are interesting and fun to put in a journal. This one is about speech. Speaking and listening. I love this picture right here. The blue there. It looks very mid-century modern. This one too. Look at those people. Very cool, I think. And this is a children's poem book. And I put another set. This is just one page. From that same poem book, there's a few in here. From that. And squirrel book. Squirrel book. Chipmunks. California chipmunk right there. And some more dictionary. So I have lots of dictionaries. So I took a couple pages from pretty much each one. So this is another one here. And this one I cut down because it was so big. I had to cut it down to fit in here, but I put it in here anyway. And these are probably the oldest pages right here too. This is naturally aged color here, and I just look at how pretty that color is next to like a white page, the difference in color there. I just thought these were so pretty, but they are old. If you try to fold them, they'll probably be crispy. So, you know, if I were going to use these, I would glue them onto some cardstock first, and then you can do whatever you want, right? Make them sturdy again. I mean, unless you're not going to fold them, but then, you know, you still got to be careful that they don't snap, crackle, and pop there for you. This is a instruction book on, I think it was different games. So here's darts. Oh, no. There is, I thought there was an instruction book on games in here. This is sewing. Necklines, things like that. Petticoats. So, vintage sewing book there. This is another, I think this was this Christmas, or just the children's book. It says Snowman here. So just Mistletoe Gallop. Children's book. This is Curious George page. There he is, Curious George. Music here. This is together. And I think I put 2 of those. And then this is from A Better Homes and Gardens. Oh, is this from A Better Homes and Gardens? I think it, no, it doesn't have holes in it. This must be from a recipe. I mean, it's a recipe page, but this is from a magazine. Yeah, I didn't cut it out like that, though. It was already cut out like that when, you know, whenever I picked it up at a thrift store or estate sale or whatever, but it's creamy banana pie. I just thought that was a really pretty, look at that flower in there. I thought that was a pretty recipe book page, and here's the back of that one. Very pretty. And then this is this is Ideals magazine. So you've got very beautiful flowers. There's a little bee right there. A poem about a honey jar. Very beautiful. And yeah, that's from Ideals. Now I had a few, they're big booklets, but they're just booklets like with a few pages. So that's what this is from. Perfect Cakes and Cookies Every Time. It has all this, you know, kitchen paraphernalia. And then it had an advertisement in it. Look at that. Pet milk right here. Some ephemera you can cut out and make, you know, back it and see what's it's blank on the other side. And then this is Every Saturday Morning, Mary Lee Taylor's 2 great radio programs advertisement. That's funny, right? I wonder what year that's from. Here, right here, 1946. September 1946. So that's an old one right there. And then we have recipe here. I went through a few different recipe type booklets or whatever, magazines. And this is a recipe. These are all recipes. And then this is easy to do. This, I think this came from another booklet, or I'm not sure if it came from a magazine or a booklet. It doesn't really have any marks there, but I took a couple booklets apart that had staples in them to make this you know, bundle here. So easy to do cakes, so recipes and things here from whatever this was from. Very interesting. This is a recipe type page here. Teen Easy Time Saving Cakes and Cookies. There's a line to cut there. Blank on the back. So here's another page from the doll book that I put together with masking tape. It says String Dolls. How to make and dress a perfect doll. Country folk. And, oh, maybe those are the string dolls. Cute, right? And birds here. Oh, there's a piece of fuzz. Let me get it off. Limpkins. So birds. This is, there's a few Christmas pages in here. So this is a recipe for holiday pretzels and different holiday recipes. Look how pretty that picture is. And this one too. The Christmas type pages. Christmas, the wrapping paper. Oh, so pretty. And then this is Christmas dinner, it says right here. And let's see what we have. I think this is Ideals magazine right here. Recipes, and there's the index. This is, I believe, Ideals. I'm not totally sure about that, but I think it is. You can tell by the paper. It's that flat paper that they use in the Ideals magazines. And then this is a sewing pattern. Cross stitch, I guess. On both sides. There's a gingerbread man. Cute. Sewing book. Christmas here. Now this is from another Christmas book. Like, it's probably from like, let's see, Southern Living, Better Homes and Gardens. I'm not sure which one it was from, but just some pretty old-fashioned Santa there. Decorating for Christmas type pages. And then this too. Make yourself a sweatshirt with Christmas lights. And a notebook for Christmas memories right there. There we go. So that is that bundle. Now we're going to zip through the other one like really fast. I'm going to try not to describe the pages. Let's see, oh, here it is right here. Okay, that's the little envelope for that one and the number. So this one had in the front, like, if you want to look, I'm going to list these separately. And so if you want that one I just showed you, it's going to have this in the front of the picture. The little chick with the mushrooms and the green kind of little woodland background there. Got green acorns. So that'll be in the first picture on the front. You'll see that, okay? This one will have this picture. And you'll see that, I mean, they both have 104 as far as pages, so this one will have this one in the front. Let me just show you this mom or whoever lifting up this little boy, I think it is, in the house, and there's a bird, tricycle. Just so you'll see that on the front, first main picture. So, you know which one, if you want one, you'll know which one is which. So let's flip quickly, and I won't describe them because, they are kind of self-explanatory now, especially now that you've seen the other one. You're going to see like, oh, this one has math. That's from a vintage math book type thing. Okay, I'll try to hold them still long enough, though, so you can see actually what they are. This is nature. Like I said, this one's going to have some different pages than that one because I did them I did this one a few weeks ago, and I did that one today because I wanted to list two. That's cool. I like those numbers. But this is some kind of nature book. Yeah. Purple. I mean, I said purple because but it actually looks pink. It doesn't look purple, but ooh, pretty flowers. Non-flowering plants. Recipes. These are all from recipe books. These blue and yellow. Cucumbers and mushrooms. These are like this. Horizontal, long, narrow, but horizontal. Recipe book pages. Poems. So I'll just do that quick. If I think I need to, quick description. These look like herbs, things like that. Coins. This is a description of the flowers like that I just showed you. Or description of flowers. I don't know if it's the ones I just showed you. Reader. The Find Out book. That little circle there. This is underlined. Underlined. Dictionary. Here's the little dictionary pages. Let's see, here's the smallest. The next size here. Several of those. Then, oh, this goes with this one. And then the word book here. This is a magazine page. I went large magazine. I have to fold this to get it in the envelope. Better Homes and Gardens. I love this red, yellow, blue. Better Homes and Gardens. They've got nice charts on here too. Oh, look at that. Tartan lunchbox, and it's oval. And that's really cool. And there's a man's lunchbox, or a woman could carry that too. Look at that pie. Divider page. Ooh, nice salad. Dictionary here. Nature. This is nature, I guess, too. Pink, nice pink page. Shells. Oh, I got a couple more of those recipe pages, the blue and yellow ones. Meet the authors. This is, here's the game instructions. I knew there was game instructions in here, or I knew I had some. Maybe I used them all up on this one. Not sure, because I don't remember seeing them when I was putting that one together. But yeah, these are game instructions. I think bridge, maybe. Not sure. But anyway, scoring. Garden. Oh, where are my garden pages? I don't know if I used those up. Yeah, there's a garden page in that one. These are just, this is a children's story book here. Yeah, these are all from a children's story book. Jane Eyre on this page. There's a nice picture. Jane Eyre. Music. Music. High school program. Got the cover page, 1978, and names of the teachers there. That must be the cover. That's nice, thick cardstock. And some garden pages. These all open up like this. So you've got, you know, 2 pages there. Very nice. Dried flowers. Guide to dried flowers. And this is from that speech book. Remember the mid-century modern pages that were in the other one? There's a couple in here too. There they are. And then the children's poems that I showed you in the other one. This is chipmunks and squirrels. These are chipmunk pages. Children's encyclopedia. Very beautiful colors. Globe. Birds here. Some more children's encyclopedia. Ooh, dinosaurs. Cool. Children's book. Storybook, it looks like. A cat, a chicken, and a duck with Grandma. Music. Got some words to songs or something there. Oh, it's like a reading for church or something. It says assembly leader, leader, so they're reading back and forth probably. And the last thing in this one is a different divider, Better Homes and Gardens divider. The other one, I think there was another one in here, it was yellow, right? So 2 different Better Homes and Gardens. See, it's got this one and that one with the picture. Those are cool with the picture too. So yeah, that is everything in that one. So I hope you enjoyed those 2, and if you need one, just get over there and grab one to my eBay shop. And stay tuned for more crafty fun this week, and I will see you in the next one. Everybody have a great day.